our favorite moaning librarian Lisa. Well, we have two builds for her, support and DPS build. We will cover both of them, but honestly you should go for the support one, and I'm going to explain why. First things first, weapons. You should definitely go for some energy recharge weapon if you have some of the options that are good. There are not so many energy recharge weapons. You have the new Sumerus weapon that is craftable, but it is more elemental reactions and elemental mastery related, so not that good. You can go for the Favonias, definitely all the supports go for that one, just because more energy is going to save a lot of time and a lot of trouble when it comes to casting those bursts. This one from Inazuma, I think this was from the event. I mean, this one is okay, because you will get not that much energy recharge, but still getting that and more elemental damage. I do still need to upgrade my Favonia's books, so yeah, that's the reason why I'm actually taking this weapon on Lisa at the moment. And I'm not sure if we have any energy recharge 5-star weapons, but never mind, go for the energy recharge and it's going to save a lot. And now next thing, artifacts. Well, when it comes to the support build, you have two choices, okay? You can either go for Noblesse, or you can go for the... where is it? Emblem. Okay, so those two, if you're going for emblem, then just go crazy with the energy recharge, because you will get a little bit more damage on your burst, although you don't really care about that. But definitely Noblesse should be, I mean, it should probably be the best option, although so many characters are using Noblesse that you're maybe not going to even utilize it in your team. If you're using Bennett and Lisa in the same one and Bennett already has Noblesse, well, either Lisa or Bennett are not going to be compatible in that team because of the artifacts. But never mind, Noblesse should be her best option to go for. And if it ends up being that you're not using Bennett in that team or anyone else with Noblesse, then definitely that's going to be the best option. And the last thing, talents. Well, you don't need normal attack and her skill is not that important. The only thing that is important is going to be her burst, although you are not looking for damage, and only damage is going to be increased. So in the end you can go triple level 1 and still utilize her in the way you wanted. So don't worry about talents. Let's now switch to the DPS build. When it comes to weapons, as every single DPS should go for, well, we will look for the crit damage or crit rate weapons. Now, I don't have Yae Miko's weapon or maybe some other catalyst weapon that has crit rate or crit damage, but that's the only thing that you will look for. When it comes to Nevelette's weapon, you have even charge attack damage increased, which is going to be great option for the Lisa, because her charge attack is dealing a lot of damage. I've seen some videos where she's dealing over 200k damage, so that's pretty amazing. And of course you are getting your energy back when you get 3 stacks on this thing. Anyways, so crit damage or crit rate weapon, I'm not even sure how many do we have when it comes to 4 stars. There it is, one of them, but maximum HP and elemental mastery, so that's not going to help that much, although you can go for the aggravate build, so it could end up being okay. Next on the list are going to be artifacts. When we talk about the DPS build, we will go for the, let me see, Thundering Fury, definitely. Last thing to talk about when it comes to DPS Lisa, it's going to be talents. When it comes to DPS, you're not going to provide that much damage from her burst, so her burst is, if you want, going to be level 1 still. Her skill could do a lot of damage, and her normal attack, well, definitely with the charge attack you're going to deal a lot of damage. So you can go 991 if you want. It depends how are you going to use her. And now we have only constellations left. The first constellation is going to allow you to get your energy back, and it is strictly connected to her skill. Well, the second constellation, again with the skill, but you're not going to get interrupted while you are using it. That's going to be helpful if you're trying to get some nuke showcase, and yeah, if there's a bunch of enemies, then yeah, this is going to help you definitely. C4 is actually going to allow you not to have only one bolt when it comes to her burst, but you will be able to have even 3 of them, which is going to be amazing. Yeah, C3 and C5 just upgrading her burst and skill, and C6 is going to allow you, when your Lisa takes the field, to have all 3 stacks for her skill, which in the end is going to let you have your maximum damage immediately if you use her skill. But don't forget to hold it, not just to click it, to hold it. And one more thing, we didn't cover her passives. Well, we just talked about the stacks. It doesn't even say how many you have, but you have 3 stacks on her skill, and her burst is going to decrease enemies' defense by 15% if it hits them. And when we talked about the constellations, now that you have even 3 bolts sometimes, it's going to be amazing and definitely helpful. It is time to talk about the teams. When it comes to support Lisa, all of DPSs come into mind to connect with her, so you don't really need to think about it too much. Every single DPS is going to enjoy decreased defense on enemies, so you can use her in pretty much every single team if you don't have anyone better. And when it comes to DPS build, well, the best one would be the same one as for Raiden or any other DPS, that is Electro. So Kujo Sara definitely, Bennett definitely. And now when it comes to this one, I saw that Shevers is actually providing the same amount of boost for Electro. Where is she? There we go. So the same amount of boost, or just ended up the same damage as with Kazuha, but I think that still it is much easier to use Kazuha than Shevers. So yeah, it depends who you have and who you want to use. And when it comes to some kind of free-to-play team, you can even use Sucrose if you don't have Shevers or if you don't have Kazuha. That's going to be everything from this guide on Lisa. I will leave some clips if I do some kind of ridiculous damage with her, so watch till the end if I manage to do something. And yeah, join me in the next one. I hope I will help you with every single character that I'm going to post guide.
Not possible.
You're in for a little shock.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Teamwork is dream! Strike! Glory to the Shogun!
Come a little closer.
I can't lose it all again.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little...
As one with wind and cloud!
I'm going in! Flash! Glory to the Shogun!
Surrender and be gentle. You're in for a little shock. Blitz.